she's already going to buy it. If you think that way, you're going to go to the register, you're going to do her hair, and you're going to leave it in. Okay, but if you don't listen to that reaction and you're like, oh yeah, I'm just so excited she likes it, let me see what else I can show her, then it might take longer, right? So teach your staff and direct your staff to listen for the reaction first and stick with the one that they have the reaction to. Don't keep changing it to get a better reaction, because then the customer's going to get all confused. I like that one too. No, I like that one too. I don't know. I'll think about it and come back. Then you're going to be like, oh my gosh. So just stick to the one they like and then build upon that one. So for example, if they like the 4133 clips and they love it, then stick to that. But how you make the sew higher is adding stuff on the sides, hair extension, whatever it is. But don't switch up the main one just because you want to make it a little bit higher. So you really have to listen to them and build upon it to make the sew even higher. Then that way you can go to the register. So a lot of words we say is, oh my God, I'm so happy I found something for you. Oh, perfect. You're just going to leave it in. I'm so excited. And just walk away. And they'll be like, I guess I'm leaving it in. Right? We had a lot of customers say that. And it's not like, we're rude about it. It's just how we go about assuming the sell in the fun way. You don't want to be like, so are you paying cash or credit? Right? You don't want to be rude about it, but you do it in a jokingly fun way. They don't mind. Right? How many times we hear, I didn't say I was going to get it yet. Why not? You just sat here for 10 minutes telling us how much you loved it. Why wouldn't you get it? Confirming, confidence. You don't want to be like, oh, you're not going to get it? Oh, okay. Well, let me show you something less expensive. You don't want to be like so noticeable, right? Don't give up. They're just joking around with you. So you have to learn how to joke back and stay confident in what they're like. Okay? They'll really tell you if they can't afford it. So then obviously that's when you have to go down. But in the beginning, don't get freaked out just because they're like, oh my God, that's how much? So you gotta take the lead for your assuming the sale. Assume your sales. That saves so much time, so fast. That's something that Chelsea was working on for a while too, right? She'd have a customer, I'd have a customer, and my customer's done how long ago? She's still with the same customer. Then I help another one, that closed. She's still with the same customer. I'm like, Chelsea, we have to do the little hand signals. She's like, how much you want, right? So it's it gets frustrating because you're like, oh my God, you're working hard, work smart, So she's learning that, but when she does assume it fast, it's so easy. And she's like, oh my gosh, she was here in 2 minutes, and she bought 500. That was easy. But that's how it should feel. Okay, it's not just because that one customer. It could be a lot of customers like that. It wasn't just because she was lucky. It was because she turned it into that by finding the right things right away and knowing what to say at the moment and how to close it and how to sing it. Don't let your customer lead you. You have to lead them out because they're going to stay forever, right? So you got to lead them out. So how to teach employees, we're done with that. How do you see the cell? The next is how to teach employees directing on how to sing the cell. Make sure they're showing confidence, they're going to the register, you found the right item for the customer. Practice taking the lead of the cell and give them assuming words such as perfect. We're so happy we found the right item for you. A lot of you employees will say, we recommend that this one's the best for you. We try not to say recommend. We kind of use assuming words. That's the one. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. And then how we get them to not take it out is we always say, don't touch it. What are you doing? Don't touch it. It looks so good. And then they're like, oh. So you have to kind of make it, your reaction has to be very excited. Very where they're like, okay, I'll leave it in. Where they trust you. But if you're so I like this one and this one, but I really recommend that one. But whichever one you want. then they're going to get confused or maybe not trust you so much. You know what you're talking about. So if you make it a big deal and have your staff make it a big deal, like that is it, trust. Don't touch it. Oh my God, I can't believe. You know, then they'll be like, okay, I trust you. Okay? So directing on how to close your sale. Are they using personality and energy again? Do they give reasons of why they need it? Are they listening to the customer? Are they showing PCP, which is passion, conviction, and persuasion when they sell? Are they being their friend? And are they showing with confidence? Do they show with urgency and need? And are they showing in the customer or mannequin's hair? And are they being memorable? So I always tell my staff, you have to be memorable. There's like how many salespeople in this mall? Are they going to remember you at the end of the night and tell their friends? You have to be memorable to them. You have to be different. We're already different by being at a kiosk. We're already different by wearing the crazy hair. So now you have to be different in your sales. And you have to sell with a lot of passion, a lot of conviction, a lot of need. You need it. A lot. Need is a very strong word versus you should get it. Looks so nice. You should get it. But that's not as strong as, oh my gosh, you need it. Then that's like, okay. It's more of a convincing word. So convincing words, if you're noticing your staff isn't doing those things to close the sale, you have to direct them. You have to direct them and save the sale. So if your employee's like, you should get it. Oh my gosh, she needs it. You have to be right there to like save it and then direct. Jennifer, she doesn't, it's not like we should, she needs it, Jennifer. Kind of like direct them. They'll eventually catch on every time you correct them. Every time you change the wording, they're going to catch on. And they're going to eventually learn that, okay, I shouldn't say that. And saving it in front of the customer is probably the best because you're not only going to lose, you won't lose the sale, but it's going to be a lesson because when she does go with you and not that person, it's a learning. And they think, oh my God, thank you. Thank you for saving myself. Thank you for upselling those many homes. And then they trust you more because you just showed them that it worked. Because if you wait till after and have them make all these mistakes while the customer's there, and then you're like, okay, now let's talk. And then you discuss it, they're not going to either trust you that it's going to work or believe you, okay, that's easier said than done. But when you actually do it in front of the customer changes their mind or goes with what you wanted them to do, then that's when they understand. But that's what they always need to do. That's what directing is important. Directing is all about when the customer's there. It's not about when the customer leaves. So how do you teach directing and to close the sale? Have them list reasons of why the customer needs it. Have them write it down. Let them come up with reasons of why they need it. Practice the projection of their voice and facial expressions. Reenact how to sell with passion, conviction, and persuasion. Have them tell you a joke to make you laugh. And make sure they are bringing the customer to the mirror and putting it back in their hair. So a lot of the things is, of course, focusing on themselves with facial expressions and tone of voice and what to say to the customer. Some people don't know what the reasons are. I don't know why you need that clip. So have them write reasons of why they need it so that they can memorize those reasons. And of course practice, you have to practice their energy. You have to practice their facial expressions. Everybody sells different. And if you want them to sell with excitement and energy and fun, that has to actually be practiced. Not everybody's going to be fun and joking with their customer. Maybe some people aren't joking with people. You have to teach them jokes. I don't know, maybe you need to, okay, I'm going to give you a joke to use on your customers. Do it every time. And then when they do it and the customers laugh, then maybe that will make them more comfortable telling jokes. Some people, I have no jokes to tell, I don't know what to tell. Next thing is directing the LG.